So, you've contacted me, Madeleine. I understand you are
Yep,
in New Zealand, right?
correct.
And how old are you?
I'm 43.
And what are you looking to have help with today?
Anxiety mainly, just trying to stop it
Yeah.
or control it. Yeah.
And for how long have you had anxiety?
Since I was 14, 13, 14, so 30 years basically.
So 30 years of anxiety. Okay, it's a very long time. Okay, have you sought any other help for your anxiety?
Yep, I've tried hypnotherapy. I have tried, I don't know how many psychologists, many. I've lost count. I've asked for help left, right, and centre, and I've never really been able to find anything other than someone saying you need to concentrate on your breathing.
Okay,
Because I do recognise the fact that when I'm nervous, I stop breathing and I listen.
okay.
So
And
I
the
hold my breath and I listen.
and the
No, I breathe very
hypnotherapy didn't
lightly.
help you?
No.
But you've seen psychologists and psychotherapists. Have you
Yeah.
tried any other methods?
Not really. One of the psychologists said to me that she said I'm in one of these, she said, circular problems where it is a malfunction of a part of my brain, and the only way to stop it would be to have medication to break that cycle.
Okay, very good. So when does your anxiety come on the strongest?
Um,
When are you
the
triggered?
strongest at the moment is it's really where what I care about the most,
Yeah,
what panic, what I seem to be more worried about. So my anxiety comes on mostly with the horse riding.
right. So what do you want to get out of the working with me? What do you hope that let's say we had a magic wand and you could feel anything you wanted and your life was just the way you wished. What would that look
Mhm.
like? What would that feel like?
It would just feel warm and comfortable,
Hmm.
um, and able to do anything I want. I became suicidal. Um, there were many moments where I actually felt if I could grab a load of pills, I'd do it. Um, and
Hmm.
then I get to a point where, and because I went into early menopause as well, so it was another hormonal imbalance,
Yeah.
I did literally get to a point where there was a couple of times where I honestly just almost completely gave up. And I went to my doctor in the end, and I just told him point blank, like I'm ready to call it a day. What can you do?
Hmm.
Um, because it just gets to a point where you honestly do not believe there's any other way out.
Hmm.
And I couldn't do it mainly because I have an 11-year-old son, and I could never do that to him. So I'll just keep going and hope I never get low enough to think that he could be all right without me.
Yeah. Yeah. Now you mentioned your psychologist saying something about being stuck in a loop. It sounds like I don't know,
Mm.
obviously what he meant, but the way I interpret uh, people being stuck with anxiety is that it's the amygdala, which is responsible for creating stress, fear, and anxiety, is hyper vigilant, and it's kind of on this lookout for danger.
If you're in a house with parents that are extremely stressed and the atmosphere is very stressed and you have to be really, really quiet, it causes you to be quite tense and alert, I
Mm.
suppose.
Yeah,
It's one thing I've learned over the years.
yeah. Okay, it's brilliant. I think um, we have enough of an intake to start working on some of this, and so we'll see where I have an idea where we'll start, and we'll see if we can
Mhm.
make you better.
Okay.
Okay. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
How are you?
Yeah, well, so it's been about a week since our last session there.
Yep.
So how you been doing? Have you noticed any difference?
Yep, pretty good. I went to my first horse trial in a few years and took my young horse there who's never done one. So he's only 5 and he's learning all about horse trial. And yeah, it was a really strange experience, to be honest, because I went there and it's a 2-day competition, so I've got to sort of stay overnight 2 nights and wake up and be functional and compete. And I woke up both mornings feeling very relaxed, calm, chilled out. Competed in the dressage in the morning and show jumping in the late part of the morning, and then the next day did the cross country.
Okay.
And I had to wait till 1:30 in the afternoon to do the cross country, so it was a long wait.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was pretty chilled about it, which I thought was kind of weird. I was kind of laughing a bit because it was just like, why aren't I nervous?
So
throw up.
So that is that something an unusual experience for you when it comes to horse riding and competition? Yeah.
Yeah, normally at a horse riding competition, I wake up extremely anxious. I had to go to the toilet a few times.
Yeah.
And for example, on the Sunday morning, which was cross country morning, I got up and went and gave Ben, the horse, some food and mucked out his yard before I even went to go to the toilet, because didn't really need to. Okay. And I even did cross-country judging for the morning, so sat at a jump and made sure people, you just tick people off if they went clear or not. So I was even able to function enough to be able to do that. I had breakfast. I ate food, which I never do.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
So it was a very bizarre experience, to say the least, because normally I'm in the toilet like several times, throwing up everything you can imagine, can't touch anything. I get really sleepy, tired, want to hide in the corner, can't function, can't help the horse. But then I was the complete opposite.
So you were noticing a huge difference there, it sounds like.
Yeah, and I want that all the time.
Yeah. And what in other areas in your life right now, beside this competition, do you notice a difference?
Yeah, I'm just really relaxed. I probably think so. Yeah, no, things are pretty good on the whole.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a nice feeling.
Yeah, it's a nice feeling. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you? How does this compare to other types of counseling or therapy that you've done before?
The other counselling and therapy I've done before has been a case of, this is what you have and you have to kind of deal with it and part of your life, and you have to recognise it and you have to sort of live with it.
It was more about understanding what you have and trying to cope with it and that.
Yeah, coping mechanisms.
Okay, coping mechanisms.
Well, I mean, I suppose with one counselling session when she talked to me about breathing, that did help a bit.
Yeah.
So when I got anxious, I tried to do a lot of breathing and that really did help, but it never really addressed the actual issues. Like, really dive into it. She did enlighten me on the fact that it is from my childhood, a lot of it. When I thought it was more hormonal, but it's mostly childhood with a mix of hormonal. So that was helpful, but she just made that, or made me aware of it, not that it made any difference to resolve it.
Right.
So
do you feel like
now I know, and we're resolving it now.
Yeah. And do you feel like this is giving you a resolve?
Yeah, well, going off last weekend, Hell yes. And
Yeah.
I've got there's a show on Saturday that I might pop up to and do a couple of show jump rounds just for some practice. And
Yeah.
I'm not thinking about it going, oh my God, I'm going to go up there and jump in front of people and my
Right.
horse might do X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
This weekend was a massive, huge change for me, like massive. It's hard to describe. Like, I've never gone to a horse competition, especially eventing. Eventing is one of the main competitions where I get the most nervous because I seem to be the most invested in it.
Yeah.
And I get really stressed out that about it because I really want it to go well, and then I end up not functional. So it was a really awesome feeling.
Cool. Good. And would you recommend people who suffer from anxiety? Would you recommend doing this type of treatment that we have been doing?
Yeah, I've got a friend who needs to get a hold of you.
Yeah.
She's been wanting for me to tell her how it goes. Because,
yeah. Cool.
Yeah, she's got very different issues from me, but she's still really, she needs to get out of the hole in a big way.